For years now, this agency has struggled with its decaying infrastructure. As Director Marshall and I have walked through the facilities, we've seen firsthand the conditions you've been forced to endure. Leaking roofs, broken cell doors, failing HVAC systems, outdated equipment, and security measures held together by little more than duct tape and chewing gum. We're talking about a $4 billion plus maintenance backlog that feels a whole lot bigger when you're the one sweating in 100-degree housing units or walking the wet floors from leaking roofs. But everything changed with President Trump and the One Big Beautiful Bill. That historic investment has put $2 billion in our hands, and we haven't wasted a minute. We began with the simplest, most common sense step imaginable. We looked at how money was actually being spent. And what we found was jaw-dropping. Entire complexes that included 2 USPs getting only $1.8 million, while a standalone USP somehow got 2. No rhyme, no reason, just the same old good old boy system deciding whose friends got taken care of. Common sense, it turns out, wasn't very common at all. So we fixed it. To accomplish this, we're aligning facilities functions, planning, construction, maintenance, environmental, energy, all the works, roughly 2,000 positions within the institutions and region alike, and we're having them report directly to me. This isn't bureaucracy for bureaucracy's sake. It's how we get things done. Centralized oversight, national prioritization, real accountability, and the kind of data-driven decision-making that finally lets us attack the backlog instead of just talking about it. This reorganization gives us the structure to modernize how we manage every brick and bolt in the system, to execute the capital investment plan with precision, and to make sure the next generation of staff doesn't inherit the same mess that you did. Here's what we've already done and what's happening right now. Immediate funding is flowing to the institutions. No more waiting on some slow-rolling approval chain. Hiring is moving at warp speed. We interview, we select, we get people on board, period. We're screening existing staff for performance and qualifications. We have people that were put in positions, like electricians, that don't know electrical. We're fixing that. Strike teams are live. In just 3 days, over 340 of you volunteered. The first team is already in the Southeast region fixing fire alarms and security issues in-house, saving hundreds of thousands of dollars. Another team is headed to the South Central region to knock out major security upgrades in days instead of a month that a contractor would have took. FCI Estill gets its own team in January 2026. This one move alone saves us north of $7 million. All the red tape paperwork nonsense for facility projects, gone. You're getting more work done with less hassle. We grouped buildings and facilities projects for economies of scale, which market shows will result in saving hundreds of millions of dollars. Funding is finally fair, based on square footage, age, and the environment. Over 95% of facilities are seeing an increase from fiscal year 2025. Some are going to get over 200%. Food service and laundry equipment that's been limping along for decades, we're replacing it. Every stove, washer, and walk-in cooler that's on its last leg. The paving program is back and better than ever. We bought the real equipment, the same heavy-duty milling and paving rigs the big highway contractors use. No more slapping asphalt over cracked disasters. Inmates are getting certified through a partnership with an educational institution. And we're going to turn out skilled workers while we fix our own roads. Where possible, projects funded through the One Big Beautiful Bill will use inmate labor, resulting in approximately a 40% savings per project and stretching that $2 billion a lot further. Inmate pay for facility jobs is now competitive with Trust Fund and Unicor. We're keeping the skilled tradesmen right where we need them, in facilities. New training programs are being built to certify our own staff to do work in-house, saving millions. Logistics are now truly national. Equipment is moving across regional lines. No more renting when we already own what we need. We've already deployed multiple pieces and eliminated rental bills. The savings will go on and on. Director Marshall and I inherited a tough hand, but with your continued support and the backing of this administration, we are off to a good start.